welcome again to another episode of Cardboard Champs. It's been a little while, but it's your boy Adam, aka Dueling Spuds.
And I am Alex, aka Dragon Shogun.
And we are here back again, recapping a recent case event.
This case was for Burst of Destiny, which released last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And your boy did play in it. Actually, we both played in it.
Yeah. We both played. We both had very different results in the event. That's okay.
We're getting there though. We're getting there.
We'll give a shout out to Gamers Alley. It was a capped event, capped at 64.
64 people, man. We're gonna give two shout outs really. Shout out for Gamers Alley for doing it, and shout out to Bobby for giving me his spot, or his son's spot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was really awesome. Been able to get us both in. Shout out Bobby and Brace. Hope you're feeling better, Brace.
And this is dedicated to you.
Yep, this video is for you, buddy.
Yeah. So those of you don't know, I would like to tell a story either way. Your boy waited till the last minute to sign up. By the time I could sign up, it was capped at 64. So your boy would have been 68. So 3 other people couldn't get in. But Bobby heard what was happening, and his boy couldn't play, so he let me in for a ticket spot. So I do appreciate that, homie. I got you.
You know what was crazy, too? They actually had 56 spots on the available to register and filled up the rest of the spots the day of. Yeah. And still went over cap. Like, yeah. That's wild.
People want to play, man.
Yeah,
and it was not only do people want to play, the new stuff came out, people are crazy about Sword Soul, the new penguins, I forget what they're, Flunderies?
Flunderies, yeah.
Flunders. I just like calling them penguins.
They're penguins. They're so cute. They're awful to play against, but they're cute.
Did you play against any of them? There was only 2 in the case. Not
in the case event, but like just the day before.
Gotcha.
People were practicing stuff.
People were practicing.
So man, I'm a normal summon on my turn. Oh, also I'm a normal summon on your turn. Oh, all right. I guess that's cool.
Yeah. They're fun. They're fun. Well, what did you play, Adam?
I played Virtual Worlds. If you've heard our other case events, it's still the same. It's a deck that's still it's good. It's not the best deck, but it's pretty strong. And we'll get to how everybody did with that deck later. I was not the best one. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Like, if you'd asked me a few months ago, I'd probably said, nah, like it's not fun, but it's been getting better. So
why you let's talk on that. Why are you enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh right now?
I think it's the variety, the diversity of the decks. So for me, I play a lot of Magic is my primary game, and it's gotten a bit stale as far as meta representation.
Yeah.
So if you look at
yeah,
basically. If you look at, the top decks, you're looking at, the top 3, you're looking at probably 60% meta share or so, like across those 3 decks together, which is really awful to play against all the time online and that kind of thing. So, because I do play a lot of arena, but shying away from that, we had, as we'll get to the graph here in a second, we had 36 different archetype builds out of 64 people.
No, that's crazy. And what's even crazier is that the top 8,
I think we're just about all different.
They were all different, yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up playing Evil Twins / Live Twins, the same archetype essentially, depending on who you talk to. Some call it Live Twins, some call it Evil Twins. But yeah. There was only 2 of us in the whole thing, and we did pretty good. So we'll talk about those in a little bit, but let's talk about this representation, man.
Right.
64 decks. You guys should see the graphic here on the video if you're watching. If you're listening, I would go over all of them, but there's a lot.
As we said, 36 different types.
The big ones were obviously there: Virtual World, Dragon Links, Eldritch, some version of Dogmatica, Shaddoll's, Tri Brigade, whether it's Zoo, Pure, or Birds, they were in there. Sword Soul was actually the highest representation with 7. Yep. Out of the 64, which is actually only 10%.
Yeah, and I only managed to get
one spot
in top 8. Yeah.
One spot, yeah, only one spot. Man, there were several Mystic Minds. I'm glad I avoided them.
Me too.
One Joritron,
That was surprising.
That was a surprise for me. I think people jumped from the Drytron train to the Sourceful train.
Yeah.
I personally think that was a mistake. I think Drytrons are a better deck for now. Sourceful will definitely be better once the ban list occurs. I just think what Drytrons do is really good, except, they of course lose to hand traps, but I mean, it is what it is, right? I still think it's the better deck. But they did, everybody did really well. Yeah, it's kind of crazy what everybody brought in. I expected a lot of Illich, a lot of trap decks, and there wasn't a lot.
Oh, there was 4 prank kids. You were right.
Yeah. Prank kids, man, there was 4 of them, and I played 2 of them. So, but you know what? Shout out to the prank kids players, man. They were, I know they get a lot of bad reputation, but I can say for the 2 I played, they did their plays really fast. They did really well. As I was reading the cards, because I do the thing where I know what the cards do, but I reread them just to make sure. Even though I was reading the cards, they were still doing their play. I would tell them, no, I don't have a response. And they were really good. So I enjoyed that part of it. I played really well against the first guy, and I shat the bed on the second one. Holy smokes, I played really bad.
I think it comes with the territory, right? Though with combo decks, especially with the way time works in Yu-Gi-Oh, is that when you do have like a combo type deck that does a lot of stuff, right? That people do tend to kind of get upset and feel like that they're taking a lot of the time or that this, that, or the other. Whereas, I mean, in reality, that's just what the deck does,
I mean, I'll be honest. I do believe Yu-Gi-Oh should have a chess clock.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Because I don't, I tend to play, my decks have to be very linear in the sense of they just do 1 or 2 things. And then my opportunity just to stop you in the right spots. If I stop you at the right spots, and if you have a follow up play, then I obviously continue to play. But if you don't have a follow up play and you stop, then I'll slowly win through incremental advantage essentially. But yeah, it was a cool case. It was 6 rounds, right?
6 rounds. Yep.
6 rounds of Swiss. And then top 8.
Yep. Yeah.
For the case.
It was really good. And as with that, we'll go ahead and move into the top 8.
Yeah. Let's do to the top 8. So,
before we get to top 8, shout out to my boy Jordan going undefeated through Swiss in his first Yu-Gi-Oh tournament in
a really long time.
So.
He this was last minute for him. He said, "Yeah, I'll try it out." The man went undefeated in Swiss. He was playing Tri Brigades.
Tri-Brigade Zoo.
Yeah. So we'll talk a little bit more as deck list, and if you want more of a in depth, he also made a video himself. So we'll link that below.
Yep.
But let's start out with the boy who always seems to be topping these things, Austin Byron, who always, like I said, Brian.
Yeah.
So he always tops these things. He actually took B Troopers in, the only B Trooper,
and he won
and got in. So he got 8th. He lost to Jordan, so which is the Tri Brigade Zeus. He lost to him, and from my understanding, it looks like it seemed like he bricked that game, that round. It was a really quick game for them, just like my game. My game was pretty quick on the top 8. It was a really quick game. But let's go over the deck list real quick for those. You'll see the picture on the video, and if you're listening to it, I'll just go over it real quick. So he has 2 Ash Blossoms, 1 Battle Wasp Arbalist to the Rapid Fire, 3 Battle Wasp Pin the Bullseye, 3 Battle Wasp Swing the Poison, 1 Twinbo the Attacker. For the B Troopers, an Assault Roller, B Trooper Scout Bomber, B Trooper Scout Buggy, that's 3 of those, 2 B Trooper Sting Lancers, 1 Big Insect, 1 Doom Dozer, 1 Gondola, the Mystery Dust Kaiju, 2 Ghost Ogres, 1 Gokipole, 1 Heavy B Trooper Mighty Neptune, 3 Resonance Insects, 1 Retaliating Sea, and 1 Scary Moth. For the spells, 2 B Troopers Descent, 1 B Trooper Formation, 1 Gold Sark, 2 Triple Tactics Talents, and for the trap cards, 1 B Trooper Fly the Sting, and then 3 Infinite Impermanence. The side included 3 Dark Rulers no more, 2 Droll and Lockbirds, 2 more Gadalars, 3 Lightning Storms, 2 Nibirus, 1 Red Reboot, 2 Twin Twisters. And then for the extra was 1 Access Code, 3 B Trooper Armor Horn, 1 Crystron Hauki Fibrex, 1 Zeus, 2 Giant B Trooper Invisible Atlas, 2 Insector Picofolina. That's an interesting name.
Mm-hmm.
1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Cicada King, 1 Solomon Great Almirage, 1 Seraphim Papillon, and then the 1 Shinobi Insect. I'm gonna try it. Hold on. Hagakuremino. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that again. So for the most part, it's a very standard Beat Trooper list. The big thing that I noticed was this man did not fear the Rock.
See, that's exactly what I was gonna say. No evenly matches. Did not care.
When I meant the Rock, I meant he did
Nibiru.
not care for Nibiru.
Oh yeah, he also
He didn't care about Nibiru.
Yeah.
A lot of Beat Troopers I know play the Cross-Up Dexinator just for the Nibiru.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, didn't care. I was thinking actually, as we'll get to it, so a lot of decks had evenlies either side. Like most decks had them sided. Austin here did not. Because I feel like there was a lot more hype for the Lord of the Heavenly Prison than there actually was for the event.
I think most people thought that deck there was going to be more
of that card
trap
represented.
decks.
Yeah, but then didn't turn out so.
Yeah.
So.
I know I personally sided very heavily towards the trap decks, and I didn't use half of them.
Yeah, I was about to say they didn't play many of them all day.
Yeah. So we did ask Austin if there was any changes he'd make, if there's anything in particular, and he said nope, there's no changes whatsoever.
Pretty content with his list.
Yeah, he's happy that he quote unquote made it to the top 8 with a crappy deck
or bad deck. Yeah.
I mean, I like to exaggerate, but hey, if you're a Beat Trooper, don't get hate on us. Hate on Austin.
Yeah. Hey, good job, Austin, for your run again.
Ooh, always making it seems like.
Oh, here's your favorite person to play against.
Kevin? Man, I play against Kevin every week, man. Every time. I only get to play probably once a week or once every other week.
Yeah.
And every time I play Kevin.
I know.
Every time. Love Kevin. Don't get me wrong. You want to read his deck list?
Oh, yeah, sure. All right. So Kevin was on Tri Brigade Birds. Man, I'm lucky because I have not played against Tri Brigade Birds yet. Ever. And so
his specific bird list is a little bit. His is more about the grind.
Yeah.
Like he just wants to outgrind you. Which is actually why I always lose to him because I always tend to play decks that like I'm supposed to win the attrition. So I'm supposed to like outgrind combo decks. But once I go against decks that can outgrind me, it's usually where I lose.
Yeah. So we'll go over that list real quick. We've got 3 Tri Brigade Fractal, 3 Tri Brigade Nerval, 3 Lurlisk Turquoise Warbler, 3 Lurlisk Cobalt Sparrow, 2 Lurlisk Sapphire Swallow, 3 Lurlisk is that Barrel Canary, 2 Lurlisk Celestine Wagtail. I'm assuming
I believe that's the new one. Yep.
Yeah. 2 Slower Swallow, 1 DD Crow in the main, which is spicy. I mean,
they can search it.
Yeah. So. 3 Lurlisk Bird Call, 3 Pod Desires, 3 Droplet, 1 for 1, 1 Tinky, 1 Call By, 3 Featherstorm, and 3 Torrential Tribute.
Bro, let's talk about how broken Featherstorm is. Yeah, I hate that card.
That card is really good.
I hate that card so much.
Even if you're not playing Harpies, you don't care. Oh, I got a Wind Monster. Hold this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah. Oh, I'm about to lose. Hold up. I'm gonna stop you.
So hear me out. This is Wind Monster, right? Specifically.
Yes.
So what if? Now hear me out.
No.
Now hear me out. What if?
All right. So he also played in the side deck.
Well, another video will be Adam's musings of how we can make a good decks bad with extra cards.
Virtual World's a good deck.
Yeah, I know, and I played Baron in it because I thought I was going to be funny. And
all right, he did play.
Yeah,
Baron
I did play Baron in
it.
it. Okay. I mean, you can do it now because you have MoE, but anyway, 3 Cosmic Cyclone, 3 Dark Ruler No More, 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Droll, and 3 Nibiru. And then going into the extra deck, he had 2 Lurlisk Assemble Nightingale, 1 Lurlisk Ensemble Robin, 2 Lurlisk Recital Starling, 1 F-Zero Utopic Future, 1 Utopic Draco Future, 2 Zeus, 1 Downer Magician, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Harpy Conductor, 1 Tri Brigade Farragic the Baron Blossom, 1 Tri Brigade what's that? Shurag,
Shurag.
the Ominous Omen, and 1 Simorg, Bird of Sovereignty.
Yeah.
So
his deck list, I feel like it's not necessarily standard, because he definitely, we called it Tri Brigade Birds, but it really feels like it's more Birds Tri Brigade. He's definitely leaning more towards the Birds, and the cool thing about the Birds that they have going for them is that it's really easy for them to spam the field, end with a little bird that you can't, it's an Xyz, that they attaches, can't be affected, can't be destroyed, don't take battle damage, you survive, and then you make Zeus. Zeus is a really strong card.
Yeah, Zeus is really good, as it turns out.
Really good, no matter how, he played 2. I could play 2, I would.
Man, I feel like so many decks just play Zeus. Like, if they can play Zeus, they're playing Zeus.
Yeah, everybody.
At this point.
I feel like most decks have a Zeus package if they can.
Yeah.
Zeus package, excuse me. And then the big thing is, Kevin was the second person that ran 3 Dark Ruler or more. And I think that's just starting to show how most decks now, they rather just play a power card to just get over your board, and then they set up their board.
Yeah. Did talk to Kevin. Messaged him a little while ago. I got some info.
What'd he say?
So Kevin said he could have played a little bit better earlier in round 1. Said he hadn't really warmed up beforehand. I know a lot of people do have the tradition of not playing at all or doing anything with their deck the morning of after they get it ready. And that can kind of, as you're, the nerves, right? Like from the tournaments. I know
anxiety,
that for me specifically too, like until I sit down and I like playing against people I know in the first round too. When I'm in a big event, just because it helps calm those nerves. Did not get to play Austin round 1 of this case event like I do every other case event, but yeah. So so he said that, and then he said in Top Cut, the timing for the deck check and it just kind of, I guess it interrupted the flow of the game. I'm not sure if it was like during the game or if maybe it was just how the break in between Top Cut, it kind of threw off his momentum a little bit. But he said it felt like his ratios were pretty spot on, and he just needed to work on side decking differently going forward. So
did he say he wanted to maybe change the side deck, or he just wish he would have sideboarded differently?
Just sideboarding differently. Gotcha. I guess maybe their amounts, like maybe doing 2 instead of 3 of something or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, that was Kevin, man. He's a really good player. I enjoy playing against him. He's really fun. He's one of those guys that when you play, it just feels nice. If you feel like, okay, I'm playing with a dude that's really cool.
Yep.
I know he's a really good player, and if we, he messes up, he can take it back. If I mess it up, we can take it back usually. It's a really good time playing Kevin, so I enjoy playing him a lot.
Yeah. I'd say as far as Yu-Gi-Oh goes, I like playing against people you can joke around and kind of have fun with while you're playing, because that's more for what it is for me, is being able to hang out with buddies and kind of do that stuff and hopefully win a game or two. But
yeah, no. Congratulations, Kevin. Got 7th place, I believe.
Yep.
40 card deck. So, and I think he stopped before too on a different case.
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So I feel like there's a lot of returning in this.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you got to make it official.
All right. And in 6th place.
All right. This one? Yeah. So in 6th place we got Andrew Gardner.
Yep.
He was playing Sorcel. Our only Sorcel to make it in out of 7.
Out of 7 players. Actually, I think going to even to top 10. I don't think there was a Sorcel even in top 10.
I honestly, I think what it is, I was keeping up for the most part on who was still topping, because who was still undefeated in the rounds.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted to know who I was potentially playing against. I'm pretty sure they took each other out.
A lot of the Sorcels.
Yeah, there was a lot of mirror matches, and they ended up taking each other out slowly until like one barely scraped in.
I think part of it too, it comes, these cards just released the Friday before.
Yeah.
So I think that, you can do all the theory crafting you want, and I'm not going to try to like knock anybody's practice beforehand, like if they were, playing online with the different mediums or whatnot. But I think a lot of it comes down to the repetition and practice and knowing your deck in and out. So there was a lot of people that I know, we both know personally, that switched over to Sword Soul for this event that have done really well with other decks. previously, and then did not do as hot for this one. So I think that's
Shout
part
out to
of it.
Christian.
Shout out to Christian.
Should have stuck to salad.
Shout out to was it Zach too?
Zach, yeah,
moving from Drytrons, which
Yep.
that man's topped or won like every event for like what, several weeks.
Weeks, yeah, with Drytron. So
Yeah.
he did the switch.
So, but I mean, try out the new thing. So, all right, we'll get to this. Andrew, he was playing 3 Ash Blossom, 1 Destiny Hero Celestial, 1 Destiny Hero Dasher, 3 Ecclesia the Virtuous, 3 Sword Soul Strategist. Is that Longwan?
Mhm.
Yeah. 3 Soul Sword of Moye, 2 Sword Soul of Taya, 1 Called By, 3 Fusion Destiny, 1 Gold Sarcophagus, 1 Instant Fusion, 2 Pot of Desires, 3 Sword Soul Emergence, 1 Sword Soul Sacred Summit, 3 Tactics, 3 D-Barrier, 3 Infinite Permanence, and 3 Sword Soul Blackout.
Hold on. This man was made taking 3 barrier.
Right? I saw that and I was like, the absolute mad lad.
This man expected to play multiple mirror matches.
And hey, you know what? It might have happened. He got here, right?
I know he played Zach last
yeah,
round and beat him. So
it may have been what we'll put. I mean, D-Barrier hurts a lot of decks, right? It hurts Virtual Worlds. It hurts.
Don't hurt my deck.
I make Link monsters.
I do make Link monsters. No. Don't get me wrong. The card is really powerful. It's a really strong card. Yeah. But I'm also a firm believer if you can't OTK, you shouldn't really be playing it.
That's fair. Yeah.
Because I mean, you're gonna make Sorcerer. If they get a good hand, they're gonna make a strong board.
Mm-hmm.
And D-Barrier basically should be the nail in the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's kind of like a win more card almost at that point for him.
Unless you get, what's it called?
Dark Ruler.
Yeah.
And then you just get your board broken just for free.
Yeah.
Speaking of the side deck, Dark Ruler no more.
At 3. Hey, you're going to notice that a lot.
Yeah. The card's really good, as it turns out. 3 Droll, 3 Evenly, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Imperial Order, 2 Nibiru, 2 Strikes. Extra deck, Adamancipator Risen Dragite, 1 Baron de Fleur, 1 Braxia, Brightness of the Yang Zing, 1 Destiny Hero, Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Also, absurd card. That card's so good.
Bro.
I mean, you don't care about it.
I don't care about the card either.
1 Zeus, 1 Draco Berserker of the Tinyi, 1 Magic-y Beast. I now see why you made me read this one. Anciala Bolas, got it. All right, cool. 1 number 82, Heartland Draco. Yeah, you guys can clown me in the comments after that one. I really got to read these beforehand. 1 Cyframe Lord Omega, 1 Predaplant Verde Anaconda, 1 Ruddy Rose Dragon, 2 Sword Soul Grandmaster. I don't know, how do you say that? Xigxiao. And 1 Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign Xing Ying, and 1 Yazi Evil of the Yang Zing.
So I feel like the extra deck's very standard. The only thing is the Omega. I mean, Omega's good, but
maybe it's that like after turn 2 play, like when they have like virtually no resources, you just rip their last card.
It's also a good Maximus target.
That's true too.
So
yeah, I
mean, I can see it. I'm not a big fan of Omega. Used to be really good, but I'm not a big fan of it now.
I mean, it's at 1, so you can't really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but no, I mean, like I said, it's a good deck. The big things is obviously the 3 Dark Ruler no more. I think that's going to be a staple from now on. 3 Dark Ruler no more. Yeah, most side decks.
So many boards make these, or so many decks make these, really strong monster end boards.
Yeah,
and
I think what it is that the strong end boards are, this format's really interesting because the end boards are 2 to 3 negates, and it's just one of those things that you use 1 card to stop 3 cards. It's really good.
Yeah. The action economy on it's definitely awesome. Yeah, I mean,
well, I do want to congratulate Andrew.
Yeah,
I know
good job, Andrew.
Andrew's been saying for the longest time that he wanted to top one of his cases or regionals, and that was one of his accomplishments that he wanted to do, goals. And proud of him, man. I didn't play him, but I'm proud of him. Yeah. I'm glad he did well. I've only played him, I think, like once, and he sacked me. So we're gonna move on.
Yeah. Oh man. Still, congratulations, Andrew.
He did a good job, man. He got 6th place.
Oh no! How about that? Who's up next?
So that'd be me. So I'm next. I ended up getting 5th place, playing, like I said, Evil Twin, Life Twins. I played the 40 card version, and I'll go over to the deck list real quick. I played 3 Life Twin Lillas, 3 Kiss-a-Kills, 3 Kiss-a-Kill Frost. So, excuse me, 2 Kiss-a-Kill Frost, 1 Lilla Treat, 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Effect Veilers, the 1 Nibiru, the 1 Bell. I played 3 Secret Passwords, 3 Sunny Snitches, 2 Live Twin Home, 3 Droplets, 3 Crossout Designators, 2 Pot of Desires, 2 Tactics, 1 Pot of Avarice, 1 Call by the Grave, and then 3 Infinite Impermanence. I'm going to go with the extra deck real quick because that's kind of important. 3 Evil Twin Lilla, 3 Evil Twin Kiss-a-Kill, 3 Trouble Sunnies, 1 Sky Cavalry Centurion, 1 Doubting Magician, 1 Zeus, 1 Unicorn, Phoenix, and Griffin for the extra. So, things I would change.
The side deck. No, I'm just playing.
No, the side deck is fine. The side deck was 1 Harpies, 2 Lightning Storms, 2 Token Collectors, 3 Drolls, 3 Dark Ruler Namors, again, evenly matched, 2 Cosmics. Only card I never sat in was a Token Collector.
Yeah.
Because I never played against Sorcerer.
I played against it in the box tournament after the fact, but I didn't draw the Token Collector.
Yeah. The deck is really strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how the Link 4 completely changed how the deck plays completely. A lot of the times, all I had to do was... A lot of my plays was I ended with a Link 4 and a set Imperm. That was my board.
And then, you know...
And then obviously hand traps, yeah. But that was my board, right?
Yeah.
So for those of you wondering, why not 1 Nibiru, 1 Ghost Bell? It's for the sorry, not the tactics, but the Dexinator. Yeah, Crossout Dexinator. The deck loses really hard to Nibiru and to Bell.
Mm.
Also loses really hard to Call by. There's a 3 cards that we lose really hard to. So we want to make sure that we have a way to
not get just bricked by them, basically.
Yeah, blown out.
Yeah.
Another big thing people asked me a lot was why 2 Frost? Because a lot of people don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I like the Frost, and even Life Twin Home, a lot of people have been cutting the Home, which is the E-Telly, the locks you into Life Twins. Because the E-Telly, you basically have to discard a card as cost.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times, most players will Ash the first play, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I summon the girl, they'll Ash it. They'll Imperm, Baylor, or Bell, the links.
Mm-hmm.
So what you do is you usually play a monster.
Mm-hmm.
It gets ashed. You activate the Tinky. Search for the because Frost and Treat are both Cyber Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
If you have for the opposite version of the girl.
Yeah.
So if you have the Lilla, you want to search Frost. If you have Kiss-a-Kill, you want to search for Treat.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, you always want to have a way to extend. But if you're playing against Virtual World and with a Shenshin, and if you don't draw the Imperm or the Forbidden Droplets, that can be really rough for the deck to overcome because everything's banished.
Right.
Man, when I tell you, the best feeling is being able to hard make the level 4 to rank 4.
Oh, really?
So I would go Twin, normal summon, red. That would negate red effect. I would special summon Treat, special summon Frost, activate Home, special summon another one, go straight into the Link 4, attack over Shenshin,
and then just do your plays.
And then just do my plays like normal.
Dang, that's pretty good.
I did that a lot. That's one thing I did a lot. Baylor guys and Infinite Permanence, I think is the best hand trap. They're the best hand traps right now. A lot of decks require that normal summon. Or at one point in their combo, the one card that would stop that combo is the negation, so the Infinite Permanence of the effect Baylor.
I can't tell you how many times I made Zolkin and just had it effect Baylor, and it just was like, I guess that's how that works.
Yeah, it's strong, man.
Yeah.
There is another card I wish in the extra deck I would have played, and I didn't get told this until I actually played Ryan, who is one of the guys I lost to. It's Gachi Gachi Katetsu. It's a rank 2.
Oh yeah, we were looking at yeah.
It's a rank 2 that can't be destroyed by card effects, and if he is if he would be destroyed by card effects, you can detach one. And so it's a replacement effect. Just an easier way to get into Zeus. I still think I still keep the Sky Cavalry and Downward and the Zeus package, but I would add in the Gachi Gachi because there were games where I wanted to go into, like, if I would have had the Gachi Gachi, I would have been able to go Gachi Gachi, attack,
Mm-hmm.
make Zeus, force the negation, and then I would have been able to go live home, summon the, and then just go my girl
Just
place.
go full combo, yeah.
So that's one card I'll definitely. And if I have to take a card out, man, this is rough. Because like it feels like the deck is really tight. Griffin's really good. Griffin like. So if a girl survives, if any of your twins survive past your turn, so if you go turn 1, let's say that you Sunny, you Sunny out, you bring out the Kiss a Kill and the Lilla, you pop and you draw. They kill only the Kiss a Kill, right? Because the Kiss a Kill, they don't want you to revive Lilla to pop a card. So you keep Kiss a Kill, or excuse me, Lilla. You go to your turn, you draw a card. You start the turn by doing Lilla, special summon Kiss a Kill. Kiss a Kill's effect, you draw a card. Then you can do Sunny's effect, the banish her, and tribute Lilla as cost. If they have no response, you send something from their field to the graveyard. Activate Kiss a Kill, special summon Lilla. Lilla effect triggers, you pop something on the board. Normal summon, turn away the Kiss a Kill on the normal summon into Unicorn. Unicorn's effect, spend something, draw a card, because it's co-linked. Then you can go into, then if you have the extender, you go into the extender, go into Griffin in the middle one, and then you swing for 3k, because Griffin, and then you swing with the little one, like the 1100. And then on your turn, you can bring back Kiss a Kill. Excuse me, Lilla to pop a monster. And then all the monsters have to be link all their special summon monsters to activate their effects have to be link summoned.
Oh, that's pretty
or
good.
else they can never activate the effects.
Yeah.
That's how I won against Prank Kids the first time. Game 1, I had 2. They had no way to stop my combo. Went full combo, and I ended with a Griffin.
Oh, okay.
So he played. So I ended with Griffin and Trouble Sunny, which is a lot of like.
Yeah.
I only drew extenders.
Yeah.
So if he would have had the one stop, I would have been done.
Yeah.
But it's a good deck. Those would be my big changes. Would be probably taking out Avarice out as well. That it didn't do a lot. There were a lot of times I wanted to see it. I just never saw it because it's a one of. But it's not a card I want to play a 3 of.
Right. Absolutely.
I would take that out. I don't know if I would take Token Collector out. I think it's decent. I
think as if more people continue to play Sword Souls just in general, it'll probably be worth just like, you know.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But everything else is good in the deck. Shout out to Tony who also played the deck. Got 9th, bubbled out.
Oh man, so close.
He was so close.
2 live twins. Both live twins almost made it in.
Yeah, both live twins almost made it in. His build's a little bit different, so it would have been cool to go over his deck list too.
Oh man, let me tell you guys, E-Controller hurts.
Econ.
E-Controller, oh my god. That man wrecked me the day before in a tournament. I was like, yo, I don't know what this deck... I mean, I kind of knew what the deck did, just because playing against Alex. And so I'm like trying to stop where I need to stop. And then he's like, yeah, okay, enemy controller. I'm just like, oh, alright.
Also, Tactics should always be played at 2.
Yes.
I don't like that card at 3.
Because you will always draw all 3 of them.
Always draw all 3 of them. Actually, so one thing about my what's it called? My rounds, I for the most part only played Rogue. So round 1 I lost to Peter who got 4th. He was playing Shutout Dogmatica Invoked, and that was a misplay on my end. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but he activated Shutout Fusion when I had Sunny out. I could have quick effect Sunny's effective trigger, summon Kiss a Kill. Then Shutout Fusion would have either fizzled or he had to use the card. So he would have gone neg instead of going to plus.
Yeah.
So that kind of lost me the game. Really nice guy though. Peter's really nice. Second game I was against Spearoid. Feel bad. I drew the one of Nibiru twice on him. He still even even with the one of Nibiru, he still made the Crystal Wing. I just hard made Sunny and Sunny just attack over Crystal Wing and just continue to win the game from there. Then I played against Grand Maju. And Grand Maju, I hate the deck. Because they always beat me out of nowhere. But luckily, it was a combination of him bricking and him not getting... Because that's the thing about that deck. The deck is very high variance. So like you either do really, really well or you don't.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things.
Okay.
Because because it was the Stromberg version. So anytime they activate Stromberg, you don't have to worry about Grand Maju.
Yeah.
So like the only card I care about is Grand Maju. I don't care about any of your other crap.
Right.
So I played him. I played against Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I drew. Here's the thing about Heroes, man. I drew both Imperm and a third hand trap. I drew 2 Imperms and a third hand trap, on top of drawing my 1-card engine. Both games. So I felt good. He didn't.
So this is like just raffle stomping people.
Yep.
Got it. Yeah.
I also played against Josh, who won the first case tournament that Gamersala did.
Yeah, that was the first one of the first ones we covered. Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing Shadal, Dogmatic, Invoked.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why you don't play 3 tactics, people. His first game, he had 3 tactics in his opening hand.
Imagine.
And I didn't play into it. So that felt bad for him. He was trying to force me to play into it, but I'm like,
nah.
I mean, I'm not going to until you force me to actually play into it.
Force me to. Yeah.
So then, unfortunately, that in the second game, I just had all the outs to his plays.
Yeah.
Then I played Prank Kids again. Game 1, he clapped me. Game 2 was rough. I really don't know how I won game 2. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, game 2 was the one I made Griffin turn 1,
mm-hmm.
which is why I won the game. But game 3, man, I had Bell. So we did the whole movement plays, and then towards the end of it, I special summoned Kiss a Kill, and I ended up drawing a card, and I drew the Bell. Then he activated his effect as a quick effect to summon like the 3 kids, and then I bailed. So like that stopped his whole entire play, and then I won from there.
Yeah.
Drawing that Bell. I really like Bell. I think Bell. I want to play more Bells, but the side deck is so. And then against Ryan, who was also playing Prank Kids, that's sort of top 8.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I played so booty. Game 1, he had the Dropsies. And I had an Ash in my hand. He went to link it off. I could have ashed it. Maybe he would have had something, but you never know. I also had I had the cross out. So when I did Sunny, he bailed it. I would have had the cross out set. I forgot to set the cross out. There was just a lot of misplays. So
I mean, after that's another thing that people don't really think about. When you're talking about a 64-man event, right? 6 rounds of Swiss, plus there's a lunch break. Plus there's deck checks, then there's the space between that and Top Cut, and then you got to play Top Cut, and it's a long day.
I think it was, man, I'm telling you, we decided to do that box tournament.
Oh yeah.
And I was playing that kid who also sacked me, by the way. This man drew the nuts.
Oh, I did win that Soul Sword game or Sword game.
Yeah, that guy that guy played in the box tournament, man. He ended up with a full board twice.
Correct.
And I had
he was playing Virtual Rolls too, wasn't he?
And I had Nibiru. The worst card is I had Nibiru in my hand, and I Nibiru'd him, and he stealed it with a full board.
Sounds about right.
So I was just like, whatever, man. Yeah. And then Audacity told me, good game. Come on, bro.
Get it out of here.
All right, so
enough of Alex.
That was mine. Yeah, the girls did it. I also played the last case with the girls, and they did horrible. So I can tell you now, significantly better
with the new Trouble Sunny.
Yep, big booty bitches.
All right, going on to 4th place, we had Peter Yang. He was playing Invoked Shadal. Was he playing? Yep, Dogmatica. Yep. The trifecta.
I lost to him round 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So going down through his deck list, we have 3 Alistair, 1 Dogmatica Fleur de Lis, 1 Dogmatica Ecclesia, the Virtuous, 1 Dogmatica Maximus, 1 Shadal Dragon, 1 Shadal Beast. I don't even. That's what.
1 Ariel.
Yeah, 1 Ariel, 1 Wendy, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Nibiru.
Oh man, this man made that 3 Nibiru.
Right, like you're not. It's not going to resolve, bro. Then going on, 3 Meltdown, 3 Invocation, 3 Nadir Servant, 3 Shadal Fusion, 3 Droplet, 3 Super Polys, 2 Tactics, 1 Terraforming, 1 Callby, and 1 Feather Duster.
Man, also playing the 3 Super Polys.
Right, I again saw that and I was like, wow, that's right. Got him there, right? Got him in the top 4.
Yeah.
3 Imperms, 1 Schism, and 1 Dogmatica Punishment. Then going to...
Oh wait, this man want to play 1 punishment? I couldn't play through 1 punishment. Bro,
Alex,
he punished me once, and then after that, like, it was game over. I was like, man, this man has to have a second one set.
Oh man,
I'll feel
that's
some
funny.
type of way now.
That's funny. All right, going to the extra deck. We have one gravity controller, one secure garden, one Solomon Great Almirage, one Predaplant. Was that Dragostorella? One Elder Entity Intus, one Titaniclad, the Ash Dragon, one Purgatrio, one Aguides, one Apcolon, one Winda, two Winda, two Construct, and two Mechaba. And then going to the side deck, we have 3 Sideframe Gear Gamma, 1 Driver, 3 Alpha, the Master Beast, 3 Lancia, 1 Red Reboot, 3 Evenlies, and 1 Dino Wrestler Prankatops.
All right, so Peter, my man,
he said you still only played one.
You only played one punishment, bro? Like, what's up? That card's freaking good.
Oh man, that's funny.
No, you know what's funny is that what's crazy about these decks nowadays is that they're all over the place. It feels like some people play 2 punishments.
Mm-hmm.
He only played 1, and that was enough for him to stop. But then he also played the 3
super polys, which was interesting.
I also did hear, I think it might have been Peter that made 3. Was he playing the 3 windows?
He was playing 2.
He was playing 2. I did hear of somebody in the case room doing 3 windows in one turn.
What?
They Shaddoll fusioned, made Winda, it got outed. Then they super polyed. No, not super polyed. Then they schism to make this Winda, it got outed.
Uh-huh.
And then they super polyed their own monsters to make Winda.
Absolute monsters.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest. All 3 of those engines are all engines I hate to play against personally.
Alistair engine's not bad.
No, it's not that bad. It's just they always have it, right? Like,
yeah. So to me, the deck is really strong.
Mm-hmm.
If you draw a single, you have to draw both the invoked and then the Magic.
You have to draw a piece for both to make it both. Yeah,
because the Shaddoll package doesn't matter because Maximus will get it to you.
Yeah.
The thing about the deck is that Alistair is just so for them. I feel like Alistair is just a bait.
Mm-hmm.
Normal summon Alistair. Get the
ash out of the way.
You get the ash out of the way. Okay, I have an invocation. Do my play anyways.
Yeah.
And then you have to go. Okay, cool. Did you hold the imperm? Because you're gonna need that imperm for the Ecclesia.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Or the ash for the servant.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather ash servant or and then imperm the Ecclesia.
Mm-hmm.
Like Macaba's cool, but usually the deck ends with 1 card in their hand, and it's Alistair.
It's Alistair, yeah.
So they have a monster negate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what's a monster negate?
What's a monster negate to a Chuche?
Exactly. What's a monster negate to a big booty bitch?
Goodness.
No, I mean, good job, Peter.
Yeah.
I think this is for the most part a fairly standard list.
Mm-hmm. I think outside of maybe the 3 super poly, I think that's 1 punishment. That's kind of his own personal spin on it. So
for sure. I mean, he also played he played a bigger Shaddoll package. A lot of people only tend to play either the dragon and then the Ariel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he played Wendy and Beast.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was a fairly. I mean, he's a really good player.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I almost had him if I hadn't misplayed, but hey, it is what it is, man. Good job, buddy.
Hey, good job, Peter. All right, moving on to third place.
So now we got top 3. This is Jordan Ray. And again, if you want a more in-depth analysis of his deck, we will link his YouTube channel where he did a whole deck profile.
Deck profile on it. Yep.
So I'm just gonna go over the deck list real quick. 3 Tri-Brigade Kit, 3 Nerval, 3 Fractal, 3 Keurig, 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Veiler, 1 Zodiac Rapier, and then 3 Thoroughblade, 1 Formation Tenki, 1 Foolish Burial, 3 Pot of Desires, 1 Call by the Grave, and then 3 of the Tri-Brigade Assault. Trap cards, 3 Solemn Strikes, 1 Imperial Order, 3 Infinite, and then 3 Revolts. Side deck, 3 Nibiru, 3 Alpha, 1 Raigeki, 1 Harpies, 3 Twisters, 1 Red Reboot, and 3 Harpies Feather Storm. Hate that card.
Keep showing
Hate that card. Extra deck. 2. Alright. Man, his handwriting's rough. Okay. 2 Frigates, 2 Ominous Omens, which is Shurig. 1 Rampart, the one that searches the thing. 1 Silver. 1 Harpist Conductor. 1 Double Dragon. 1 Appaloosa. 1 Almirage. 1 Linkariba. 1 Zeus. 1 Zodiac Shotgunine. 1 Tiger Morton. And 1 Borbo.
Yeah.
So, the one thing that we got from him was that he wished he would have sought the Veiler for Nibiru in the main, and that it felt really good. Which is kind of interesting that he wanted to main the Nibiru over the Veiler.
He said throughout the day, Veiler rarely came up for him, as like in compared to the lines of play that he was playing versus his opponent. That he again going 6-0 through Swiss. I mean, seemed like he did the right thing, but like you said, that he would have rather have had Nibiru a few times. I think more in Top Cut. That would I guess it would have changed his matches. Sure. Yeah. But I can definitely see that because I believe he played Ryan, right?
He did play Ryan in top 4.
Yeah. So
lost to Ryan. Brankage. So. I know he was very not nervous, but he was a little bit like unsure because he wasn't he's never played Brankage. He didn't
have a whole lot of
experience against Brankage. So I kind of got to give him some tips, even though I had lost to Ryan. I did try to give him some tips. So, hey, like, this is how you kind of sort of want to play against that deck. But I'll be honest, I didn't stick around. I was tired. So your boy went to sleep.
Yeah, I was like, we played that one round and then left. Yeah.
But like again, if you want to get more details about why he made certain choices, what other changes he would make, definitely go check his YouTube channel, and that'll be in the description below.
Yep.
All right.
Good job, Jordan.
We're proud of you, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is going to be top 2.
As one would have it, a much better virtual world player than me. Said by someone else.
All right. So virtual worlds. This is your ballpark, buddy.
Man.
Let you do it.
I love it. All right. So going down through Hayes. This is his deck.
Pearson's, by the way.
Pearson, sorry, yeah, Hayes Pearson. This is his deck, man. He's played it a lot. I should probably play closer to his build because I try to put stupid stuff in mine sometimes just to be funny or like I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna get over to the good version. So I was also playing 41. He's playing 40. But all right, so we got Prank. We got 3 Nib main. 3 Ash. Man, 3 Nib main. He was not letting other people play the game.
No.
You got 2 Ninian, 3 Lulu, 3 Gigi.
Those are Lilies.
Lilies, sorry. I know what it's 3 of everything almost, basically. 3 Loud, 3 Gigi, 3 Pot of Desires, 2 Tactics, which again we've talked about. I feel like 2 is the right number.
I actually think I talked him into doing 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 2 E-Telly, 3 King Long, 3 Kowloon, 3 Imperm, 2 Chuche, and 1 is that Shengwao? I'm not sure how to say the other trap. Shamwoohoo. I don't know, bro. I discarded a Monster Reborn at Call today. Actually, no. So that card's super funny. One pause for 1 second. I turned a Baguska into attack position with it because I had it set. And then I've also put Tyranno into defense position several times.
Yeah, I've seen multiple people put Tyranno in defense and they get upset.
They get upset. That's funny. All right, continuing on. Side deck. 3 Cosmic, 3 Dark Road No More, as usual. Goes again. Yep. 1 Imperial Order, 3 There Can Be Only One.
That's rough.
That's could you imagine? 3 Evenlies and 2 of the Dust Kaiju. And then extra deck, we've got Zeus,
Gaia Charger,
Fan, M7. I can't really see that one. Is this one?
I think that's
I've got the message on a second.
Utopia.
Oh yeah. Oh man, Utopia Beyond, one of my favorite cards in the deck. And then
Fortune Tune,
Kaliga, which. So he's playing Mighty Mudragon and Kliga. I was ready to see Dragoon there, but did not do Dragoon.
Most people are doing the Mighty Dragon with Kaliga.
Yeah. So then you have 1 Juju, the Vermilion, Zulkin, Shinshin, Coral Dragon, Crystal Wing, and Stardust Charger. Man, I love the deck. It's so fun. Like, okay, so everybody knows my favorite deck's Dark Magicians, but this deck, it's very consistent for the most part. It can play through a lot. Everything activates in hand, so it's a rough time if you're trying to interrupt it with more of the traditional lines of play. But yeah, man, Hayes just doing his thing. I think what did he win? There was something was it the last case tournament? I think Hayes won. Sure. Or something else, but he's been doing like I said, really well with Virtual Worlds. I know let me see. Had some notes here. He said going back, the biggest changes that he would make, really not really anything on the deck list, just in game 2 of finals. So he summoned 2 off of Fan, and then he should have summoned Juju with that, I guess, and did not. And looking back on it, that I guess that could have potentially got him that game, and then got him in. But super nice guy, really good virtual player, really good Yu-Gi-Oh player. Enjoy like bouncing ideas off of him too. I know after the fact, I'm on this what is it, virtual swords is what I'm calling it, with a little sword soul package, and I was kind of seeing what he thought about it and everything. So but yeah, got second place, played well, did really good. Yeah, big shout out to Hayes for getting second place.
Yeah, no, I know one of his big thing was that he wanted to make sure that he did well.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure that he gets his shout out. And I know when I first met him, he would always like follow me around, ask me questions. Hey, how can I do things better? And
Hayes has definitely gotten a lot better. Not that he was necessarily bad to begin with, but he's definitely shown a lot of growth as a player over the last several months.
Yeah, so, for sure. All right, so that was Hayes getting second.
Yep.
Virtual Worlds, and then number 1, Ryan Johnson. He was playing the Prank Kids. I lost to him. Jordan lost to him, and then Hayes would have lost to him.
Mm-hmm.
He did go X1 record after Swiss.
Mm-hmm.
His round 1 and round 2 were against Virtual World. Round 3 he played against Sourceful. Round 4 he played against Flunderies. 5 Sourceful, 6 Flounderies. So if there's somebody that went through the gauntlet of 100% Ryan. 100%. He played almost only meta.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy to play 2 virtual, like 2 of the sword and 2 Flunders, like back to back, like that's crazy.
Almost back to back.
Yeah.
And then he ended up playing against another virtual in the finals. So how about that? So let me go over the deck list real quick. He is playing the Terratop and then Takatomberg. He's playing obviously 3 Dropsies, 3 Roxies, 2 Lampsies, 3 Fancies, standard. 3 Veilers, 3 Ash, 1 Bell, 1 Droll, 1 Nibiru, 1 Pankatrops. 3 Pandemonium, 1 Palace, 1 Panks. 3 New World, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. Which is a new card for him, yeah.
Yeah, that came out. 3 Crossout Designators, 1 Call by the Grave, 1 Thunder Dragon Fusion, 1 Instant Fusion, and then double Imperm. Side deck was 3 Lancias, 2 Drolls, 1 Nibiru, 1 Token Collector. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
1 Gamma Seal, double Lightning Storms, which he used on me. 1 Feather Duster, 1 Cosmic, and then the triple evenly matched. Extra deck was 1 Gossip Shadow, 1 Totally Awesome. That'd been hilarious if you played that against me. 3 total, 1 Rocket Launcher, 1 Octopus, double Battling Butler, 1 Meow Meowth, double Cockadoodle Doos, 1 Dragon, 1 Bow Wow, 1 Unicorn, 1 Access Code, and then the Anaconda. Now notice that the Anaconda doesn't have Dragoon.
Right.
He actually sends Thunder Dragon Fusion to hard make any of the other ones.
It's interesting.
Yeah. If they're banished, he'll shuffle them back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He did that play on me too, and I was like, oh, I don't know a lot about Prank Kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. I kind of knew a little bit. I did a lot of research before the case tournament, just in case I went through them. So I kind of knew when to hit them, but I didn't really know what the deck could do.
Right.
Because sometimes it feels like the deck just kind of spins his wheels a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool that like other than the battling boxer, because everybody knows it's just two Regekis.
Yeah.
It has some like cool little tricks it can do. And obviously, they burn you for 500 and they gain 1,000, which is lame, but whatever. But no, it's a cool deck. Having Small World or New World, whatever it's called, I think it's actually called Small World. Having that card to be able to search for anything, this man did his homework.
Oh yeah.
He actually gave us a list of different things he could banish to get certain cards out of his deck.
Mm-hmm.
So if he drew this card, if he needed a starter, he knew exactly how he can use that card.
This man was playing chess while everybody else was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically.
Oh yeah. It's crazy, man. I really enjoyed playing him just because of just seeing how he was going through his like plays.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely could tell that he had done a lot more homework than I had, 100%. Because as he made mistakes playing against me,
mm-hmm.
you can tell he adjusted
mm-hmm.
and like played better second game. While I did horrible game one, he capitalized on it, and then game two, man, when I tell you this man had everything to counter my everything, I thought I had a really good hand, and I did have a good hand. He just happened to have the hand that countered all my hand. I was like, oh my gosh, and it was good though. It was good. I enjoyed it. So he has some rationale here. You want to read it?
Yeah. So he sent us some info. He said, I felt like Prank Kids was a strong pick going into the event. He's very familiar with the deck, and despite Meow Meow getting hit on the list, felt the deck was still quite strong with correct gameplay. The newest innovation for the deck being the inclusion of Small World, as it's an integral searcher for many pathways throughout the deck. Man, it's a crazy amount of lines that he sent us that like is just like absurd. Actually,
yeah, it was almost over 15 different lines of plays he had in case he drew the Small World and depending on what was in his hand. So like he legit had like things to think about depending on what he had in his hand, he could go search, what he needed to go search.
I can't remember all that. Anyway, that's a lot.
I mean, that's what separates.
That's what separates. That's why I got first, right? The main line of play is to search into speedroids to set up a negate to combo more freely, or an impactful hand traps depending on the matchup. Oftentimes, as you know, Prank Kids may have many names of single monster cards. So being able to recycle these names via Small World was great. The synergy goes well with Crossout Designator as well, as you can play many hand trap names, and therefore is likely that you'll not be as disrupted as often.
Yeah.
So
that's the same reason why with girls I was playing like some one-ofs.
And then the set of Crossouts.
Correct, because it just helps with that way you're not disrupted.
Yeah.
What I really like is I didn't want to, obviously I read the deck list, so I didn't go like, oh, why is he playing the Speedroid package here? But it's a really cool way be like, okay, Small World, I'm going to get Takatombo or get the other one, search in special, that way he can make Gossip Shadow so he won't get stopped.
Yeah.
For the Nibiru, which is it's a really cool little, it's a cool little like interaction.
Sometimes when I'm playing Virtual Worlds, that's what I'll do is if I think they're going to, like, they're waiting for the nib or they're like show and tell of it, I'll like just go into Gossip Shadow and then just make everything around that, and then they're like, oh.
So I like doing the thing where like I like to
you tap and start counting. Yeah, I do that too. Just trying to make people think I have the Nibiru. I only Nibiru'd somebody once all weekend. It was crazy.
I Nibiru'd 3 times.
But I would always count and make people think. Anyway, so he also said the deck post side is very strong. As you can search specific hand traps like Lancia, Token Collector, or draw via Small World going first, or use Mass Removal to combo freely. So I was wondering why the Token Collector being only have one, but he can just search it. So
I don't think that was supposed to say or draw. I think that was supposed to say or droll.
Or draw. Oh, okay.
Or droll via Small World.
Oh yeah.
Going forth, so they use Mass Removal for competitive like.
Oh yeah.
So he would use his search for the hand traps for going first, and if he went second, he would search for Evenly or the Lightning Storms.
Yeah.
It's really strong. It's really good. I really like the deck list. I think it's really good.
I'm impressed. I think it's a little too big brain for me, but
yeah, like I said, playing against him, I can see his cogwheels turning. I think there was one time where he made a mistake against me, and I think he was cool to where he realized he messed up his combo, but he didn't take it back. I thought he was going to ask, but he didn't. He said, "Oh, I already did it." But no, it was look at the rationale. He came really prepared. He did his homework for sure more than I had. My homework was I just knew my deck inside and out.
Right.
He knew his deck inside and out, and then some.
And then what to do against virtually everybody.
Yeah, he knew how. Like if he was blindfolded, he knew what he had to do.
Yeah. So
man, I like visual aids.
Yeah. Very very awesome job. Won the event with
Yeah,
with
for
the
sure. With
pranks.
prank kids, man. Don't count them out just yet. Don't count them out
Right.
just yet.
They got hit, but man, it seems like they're still here, still hanging around.
Yeah.
People innovating. So
Yeah. That's what you got to do.
yeah.
Well, that's really all we got for you guys today. I do want to go over my pools because I'm pretty happy about them.
Oh man.
All right. So I ended up winning. Obviously, for entering, it was $25. We got 5 packs of OTS.
Yep.
I did pull the Ulti BLS link. Really nice, really pretty card. I really like that card. I was thinking about selling it, but then I thought, man, I still play Pure Mechs occasionally, and it looks really nice with them.
And when he says he plays Pure Mechs occasionally, he had a whole Max Rarity Mech Night Core in his trunk for 8 months. But go ahead.
Since the last time I played. And then,
man.
so there was that. Then I got 24 packs, I think. Almost a full box.
It was something. It was right.
It was like 20 box, 20 box,
20
or
21,
20 packs,
like,
22. It was roughly around that area.
Yeah.
Pulled Secret Rare Phoenix Enforcer.
Yep.
Which was really nice.
You're welcome.
Pulled Secret Rare, the really bad Penguin.
The Flunder, yeah.
Yeah, not the
2700 one.
I think. Not Impin, but the other one.
Oh, the other one, yeah.
And then I pulled the Starlight.
Yeah.
Oh, this ugly Penguin. But luckily somebody was there and they bought they wanted it immediately, so I was able to get off that. So it was a really good pull. Roughly pulled around $350 cards. And then obviously I got all the commons and a lot of rares and super rares and ultra rares that I can use. But no, it was a fun event. It really got me. It sparked my interest in playing Yu-Gi-Oh again. Not only because I did well, but because I actually play in a deck that I enjoy, which is something that like I had been missing Yu-Gi-Oh for a while. There wasn't a deck that I'd be like, oh, I really like playing this deck. This is the first time in a while it felt like that.
That's kind of how I am with Virtual Worlds right now. Like I have been playing it for a little while, but as it, I originally started playing it when VFD was legal.
When it was crack.
That was wild back then, but and it's still good now. As we see Hayes topping with it, getting second. It's just so I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun with the event. Sure. It's good to get to play in big events again. A little bit,
for sure. Seeing a lot of sweaty guys around is always nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, once again, congratulations to the top 8. That'd be Austin, Peter, Hayes, Ryan. I almost did it. Kevin, myself, Jordan. Is that everybody? Did I miss somebody?
I don't know. I think so. I think you got everybody. You said Ryan and Jordan. I don't know. Shout out top 8.
Wait. I missed Andrew. My bad, Andrew.
Andrew, we still got you.
I was thinking about you. I got you, Andrew. But congratulations, guys. If you were there at the case tournament, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Come on, talk to us whenever you see us. And hopefully you guys enjoy the podcast today.
Yeah. We're hopefully going to do some more of these. Looking to potentially maybe do some other local events, because actually our Thursday events of one of our locals gets about 30 plus people almost every Thursday night.
So if you guys want to do almost 5-6 man event, 6 round events, come on Thursday on Gamers Alley.
Right.
If you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh for 6 rounds, that's your night.
That's the night, right?
Your boy ain't doing that.
So again, we thank you guys. Try to get back at it, get some more content out for you guys. Appreciate everybody that's hung around with us, and we'll be seeing you guys soon.
Yeah, I hope you guys missed us. We hope to not keep you dry again this time.
Right. Man, so many people are like, oh, and I was like, hey, we're going to try to do it finally. Or are you for real? Like, oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah,
like,
so we're doing it for y'all.
Yeah.
We're doing it for you guys. So just remember to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and let us know they really like these content and give us motivation to actually keep doing it.
That's right. I mean, we're just doing it for fun.
Well, obviously.
But
money's nice.
Yeah, money would be nice.
Right, thank you guys again.
YouTube. Yeah, thank you guys again.
And we're out.